So, I've been making videos about Colorado for quite a while now, and I've shown some really cool places like here and here. But there are a lot of places I haven't shown, like this and this. And being that I hiked hundreds of miles and filmed hundreds of gigabytes of footage this year, I'll be putting out a lot of videos, but some won't make it on video. So I've decided to make a map. 4 maps to be exact. One map shows the location of really cool areas. It tells how easy it is to access, if it costs anything, links to reservations, permits, and more information. It tells you if you can drive to it, need a 4x4, or have to hike to it, and how far it is to hike to it without 4x4. It also shows you pictures of most places, with links to videos. Everything is pinpointed and categorized by what it is. You can even find festivals on the map. The nice thing about all this info is that I experienced it and have been there, so you can trust it. The next map is a topographic map, and it shows trails to places that are farther away, with any backpacking routes I recommend. The topographic map has ways to measure distance, elevation, and more. I call these 2 maps the Colorado Tourist Maps, and 70% of what is on these maps I have shared in my videos. Now, the other 2 maps are basically the same, except they have a lot more hidden stuff that I never shared with anyone. Like a lot of hidden gems, stuff rarely seen before, free hot springs in the mountains, caves that are free to explore, some of it easy to get to, and some require a hike 16 miles one way from the nearest sign of civilization just to get to. I call these the Colorado Native Maps. All 4 of these maps are constantly updated and added to keep up with changes such as permits and terrain changes from erosion and avalanches. Some will have pictures added, as only 80% have pictures at the moment. To keep these places from being overrun and to make up for the literal hundreds of hours of work put into making these maps, you will only be able to access them on my website or as a YouTube member. First, let's talk about the YouTube membership. The first tier is called the Colorado Tourist, where you'll have access to the Colorado Tourist Maps, access to a once-a-month live stream where you can ask questions about Colorado, or my videos, or anything in general. You also have custom badges next to your name and custom emojis to use in the chat. The next tier is the Colorado Native, where you will have the same benefits as the tier prior, but you will have access to the Colorado Native maps instead. To check out these membership options, hit the join button below this video. If you're not into the YouTube membership, then click the link to my website below and hit maps in the tabs for a way to access them without membership. Now, my channel will stay the same. I have tons of videos to share with you, and starting January 2nd, I will put out a video every other Saturday, maybe even more, of the hundreds of miles I hiked and drove, and of the hundreds of gigabytes of videos I collected. So stay tuned for awesome stuff, but the big secrets will be kept in the maps.